everybody, welcome back to Shark and Tech. Today we are going to be learning about how to make temporary and permanent visual machines. So first of all, get on full screen and let's get moving. So first you have to open Windows Features. So just tap Windows Features and you will get from the control panel a notification like turn Windows Features on or off. Now just click on open and don't get scared because there are lots of options. Don't worry, just scroll all the way down. And once you go all the way down, you will find Windows Sandbox. Usually it's not enabled because it's pretty unknown. But right now you can enable it. So once you enable, just refresh, click on OK and refresh your computer. For me, I have already enabled Windows Sandbox. So I click on OK, and now once you have done that, open Windows. And once you tap Windows, you will get the first option as Windows Sandbox. Click on Windows Sandbox, and then you will get this large box, and that is the opening banner for the Windows Sandbox. After that, you will get this blank screen. That is pretty normal. All you need to do is just wait for a few seconds. Now that I have loaded my background picture, all that is left to do is to wait for the taskbar to download. Now that my taskbar has been loaded, I can get to know that this, by the smell, is a fresh new virtual machine. How do I know? It is because my computer is not at all connected to the Ethernet, yet it is connected to the Ethernet. And the second way is to find out the recycle bin. I have just now deleted 2 files. Well, right now it is completely free. And then when I go to File Explorer and then scroll down to this PC, and here I can get to know that there is only one drive, and that is the local disk. And I certainly have 2 drives. And also I got so much free space. It would be fun to get that in real life, but sadly that's not true. So now that you got to know how to create a temporary virtual machine, let's explore what's inside the temporary virtual machine. Here you can open all your malicious files that you think they are malicious. Or if you want to try a new accessory for your computer, like on the web, for example, you want to try a new extension, or you want to find anything new that you are not so confident on testing on your own PC, well, this is your way to go. Also, if you really want this to feel home, all you need to do is go to the pin and then unpin this connection. Now, since it's unpinned, right now there is no bar and you can feel really at home. That means I'm stuck with this PC right now because I don't have the minus and full screen bar. Well, it's not like that. All you need to do is hover and then click on the X bar. So I click on X. And while I closed my Windows Sandbox, I think it's a great time to mention about Hyper-V Manager. What's Hyper-V Manager, you might ask? Well, Hyper-V Manager is a place to create permanent virtual machines that you can actually use to store data. So all you need to do is go back to Windows Features, then click on Windows Features and not get overwhelmed again. But this time do not scroll to the bottom because you can see Hyper-V is already enabled for me. If you're using a second-hand laptop who the first user has already been using virtual machines, they might have used Hyper-V because it is really common. Or if if your manufacturer has enabled Hyper-V, you're ready to go. But what if you haven't? Well, just like Windows Sandbox, take it and then click on OK, and then after that refresh your computer. After you restart your computer up here, you will get Hyper-V Manager. Here I got already a virtual machine because I've been using this for more than 2 years. But here comes the question. If there is already a virtual machine, how can I create a new one? A one that I can personalize and I can use? Well, it's super simple. All you need to do is go and create. Then after that, you can change to what you want. You want to change to Ubuntu? Sure. You want to change to the online version of Ubuntu with 20.004? True. And also Ubuntu 22.04? Also yes. Now I'm gonna go with Windows 11 dev environment because I've never tried it. Now I'm going to click on create a virtual machine. Now it will take some time. You can also see something very fun up here. If you scroll here and go to data storage, or this PC, you can see 50.3 GB free of 512 GB. Mine is about to complete. And you can see very quickly that a lot of MB is being stored. Well, as soon as it reached 1 GB, you can see that 1 GB reduces. Now, as you can see, 44.0 GB is left. Now that I didn't want to really drain, my GB left, I just clicked on cancel. And then I went with the lightest Ubuntu version and the most modern one too.